the center of the city. Like my name is Max, I'm in Liddy committee. How many punches like 150? For a finna gang, I'm young and I'm pretty. Niggas won't beef cause they broke and they petty. You with your penny, congrats with confetti. But that's my baby all in your bitch belly. Is it getting hard to hear like I'm Nelly?
Hey, shouts out Benz now.
Hey, what's good, my PNG gang? PNG here, back giving another video, man. We gotta talk about 6ix9ine once again, of course, man. I'm not even complaining, man. I mean, it's just not keep clowning, man. I'm just keep making more videos roasting you. I don't even care. But also, we gotta talk about Bhad Bhabie actually being back on social media and like everything that was happening with her. But we also gotta talk about X's mom being sued by X's half brother for some money that he was allegedly entitled to, and I definitely got some shit to say about that. So stay tuned to the end of the video. Let's get into it. All right, let's first get the op out of the way, man. You already know how I feel about 6ix9ine. We were just talking about in the last video on how he's like beefing with every single rapper in the game, trying to beef with every single rapper, and how he just dropped the Trollz music video, and also how he went on live with Nicki Minaj, was like talking about the whole snitching thing like weeks and weeks after like everybody already determined like he's a snitch. At this point, like I don't even see why they were still trying to justify it and all this type of shit. He was like calling out other rappers, calling them a snitch, like Snoop Dogg and Meek Mill and all them, and it's like I just don't see the point, because like, it's not gonna make you look any better. Everybody already sees you as a snitch. Like there's no point in like trying to justify it at this point. Basically what I was saying. Also, he was trying to talk down to other rappers like Future, saying he need Drake to get a hit song and stuff, while his music himself, like the most recent song he just dropped, Trollz, is trash. So my whole thing was like, how are you gonna talk down on Future, who actually drops good music, when you drop a meme type music like Gooba and Trollz? That is straight trash. So yeah, I didn't understand that, but I also mentioned how he is still getting a lot of numbers, still getting a lot of views, and like he's still like getting a lot of clout and attention right now. The first music video he dropped, Gooba, got 38.9 million views in the first 24 hours, and that definitely broke records, which was originally held by Eminem with the song called Kill Shot. But recently when he just dropped Trollz with Nicki Minaj, he was basically trying to be his own record for Gooba to get more views in 24 hours. And at first it did seem like he actually did beat the record, because he actually did end up getting 46 million views in the first 24 hours. But I also mentioned in the last video that these views could be fake, because like how is this nigga getting this many views when his stream records on Spotify and Apple Music wasn't even a quarter of what his views were on YouTube? So it was just really suspect how he got crazy views on YouTube but not as much on like the actual streaming platforms. So yeah, I definitely mentioned it could be fake, and it turns out that he actually did buy ad views, and YouTube actually came out and confirmed this. Yeah, YouTube basically came out and did confirm that he did not break the record for most views in 24 hours due to paid advertising views. Basically, if you don't know what advertising views is, you can literally buy advertising on YouTube to basically get your video or whatever played in front of other videos or other channels, and basically that's what he did to get his video more views. And that actually isn't an organic way of getting views on your music video. Therefore, even though his video did get 46 million views in 24 hours, breaking Gooba's record, apparently the paid portion of that views was around 13 million. So basically 13 million of the 46 million views were paid for, while still having like around 32 million left, which is still a lot, but it just wasn't enough to break his original 38 million record on Gooba. So yeah, 6ix9ine is definitely still clouded, but he was definitely paying for views to try to be his original record, which could just show that he actually could be on decline as of now, because he didn't get as many views as he originally did in his original music video, technically, because he did pay for the additional 13 million views. And as I was saying in the last video, as he was going at all these rappers, I was saying how that's like the main thing that's keeping him most relevant, which is all this beef as opposed to his music actually being good. So I don't really think it's gonna last like that, to be honest. Like long term wise, I feel like a lot of rappers just gonna stop beefing with him. Like a lot of rappers already starting to ignore him, like Tripper had been ignoring him, Future ignoring him, like a lot of people is ignoring him now. So but there's also a lot of rappers that aren't ignoring him. But I feel like if all rappers just start ignoring this man, he'll still do numbers on music, but he won't last long term wise. Like he's gonna slowly die out because his music is trash, and that's facts. But that's just my opinion. You guys can let me know your opinions down below about this whole 6ix9ine situation. All right, but now we gotta talk about Bhad Bhabie. And literally the last time I made a video talking about Bhad Bhabie, we were talking about how Young Bands had got a new girlfriend after allegedly being in a relationship with Bhad Bhabie, because Bhad Bhabie actually ended up tatting his name on her leg, like his real name, like the same thing she did with Youngboy, and she ended up getting that covered. And right when this happened, I told y'all like this shit wasn't gonna last, she gonna end up getting that tattoo covered too. But we don't know if she got it covered yet. But like right as it came out that Young Bands had a new girlfriend, Bhad Bhabie just went ghost, like ghost to all social media. And I guess her management ended up making a post on her account that said she has been working hard for the past few years and made a positive decision to take some much needed time off to attend to some personal issues. For the past weeks, she has been in a treatment center receiving and continuing to receive professional support. She loves her fans and has promised to return better and healthier than ever. Please respect her and her family's privacy. And this TMZ statement said, for the past few weeks, Danny has been in an undisclosed facility for many things such as childhood trauma and substance abuse in the form of prescription pills. And basically just is all saying that Bhad Bhabie was basically in rehab, like basically shortly after this whole Young Band's breakup situation. she went ghost. And originally I thought it was because of the young band situation, but apparently it wasn't, and apparently it was for the rehab situation. Maybe it still did play a role because it was like really recent to like what happened, so I'm pretty sure it still probably played a role. But according to this, she was just going through some personal things and actually popping pills, which is actually surprising too, because she's still underage, she's still not 18 yet. Because even though she is young, she still does have like 18 million followers and like got a crazy following. And I feel like being in the spotlight like that could definitely take a toll on you, especially at a young age. Even though she does act hella grown, which is probably why she was popping pills in the first place, but especially not actually being grown, I can like see how that could take a toll on her. Yeah, so that's why. But apparently she did end up coming back recently with the response video.
Someone said, well, rehab didn't last long. No shit, I'm back. It wasn't supposed to last long, 30 days, okay? And let's make something clear. I was not no perkhead, okay? Barbara finds one pill and has a heart attack. But I'm back and better than ever. I did need a break though, because it was a lot going on in my personal life. I had to separate myself from some people, man.
And yeah, after this video came out, a lot of people were saying she didn't seem to really change at all. And she actually just recently been posting videos like how she was posting before, and like everything just seems the same. It just seems like she just took a break. So yeah, and even in a live video, she was saying how she had to separate herself from some people and like she was dealing with some personal stuff. So I really feel like it's a young band situation, man, because she literally tatted man's name and then they unfollowed each other, and then he had a whole new girlfriend like at the same time. Like, I'm really confident that definitely played a big role in whatever break she had to take. And she also claims to not have a problem with popping pills. She said Barbara, I don't know who that is, I think that's her mom's name, I don't know, but according to her, apparently somebody just found one pill and that was a problem. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't just one pill Bhad Bhabie was popping. Probably had hella pills, and we already know she'd be around rappers. You know, rappers be going crazy with the drugs. She was probably pouring up some lean too, who knows. Oh yeah, and something else I wanted to mention was like a long time ago, like when Bhad Bhabie originally was like getting famous on Dr. Phil, I think on the actual show they be sending like the trouble kids to like a counseling camp or whatever, and she actually ended up going to that. But apparently she like faked the whole thing just to get out of it, and like right after she got out of the counseling camp, she just went back to like her normal ways and was like still being hella disrespectful and just on the same stuff that she was on. So I'm not really surprised at all that this rehab didn't change her, because like this has already happened originally. Like the problem has never been solved. Like Bhad Bhabie has always been Bhad Bhabie. Like she's not finna change. Like her ass has always been reckless. So I mean, this shit really not surprising. But I mean, the pills thing is still a little wild, but it is what it is. This legit Dr. Phil's fault. But anyway, we now have to talk about XXXTentacion's mom being sued by his half brother Corey. And this is like a whole situation that just happened like recently, like right after X's passing anniversary on June 18th. Like this just happened like the day after. Long live Ja. But apparently with all the hype and all the talk of X, I guess sparked one of his family members to actually take some action against his mom, where this statement basically says there was a will of 50 million, and a portion of that 50 million, 25%, is supposed to go to Corey, his half brother. And his half brother basically claims that X's mom cut him out of the will in order to support X's baby mama and X's kid. And basically they're just suing them for $11 million and even ownership of X's recording label. So basically this is just a whole little situation between family members about X's money, basically like a whole legal situation. Like they couldn't figure this out like behind the scenes, like it's public. Apparently Cleo came out and responded, and I'll give my opinion after I go over what she said. And here Cleo's basically saying that Corey is capping and he wasn't entitled to anything, and this actually went to court already, and the court concluded that X's estate and his money all goes to his kid and to her. And she's basically just saying this is a whole false claim, while also stating that she has bought Corey things like a house with no mortgage or with a paid mortgage, and a car and real estate taxes. I don't know, basically Cleo paid for a bunch of stuff for Corey but didn't give him like a percentage of X's estate, and then they finish off with that he is not entitled to anything. So he's claiming that he's owed a percentage based off what X says in his will or whatever, and then Cleo saying he's not entitled to anything because all his money goes to his kid and to her. I feel like even though she did buy him a house, buy him a car, and like all that stuff, like I should probably do more research on X's relationship with Corey, because I really don't know. I'm pretty sure some of you guys probably do know more than I do, but I don't really know the relationship. But if they were close and it is true that X did actually mean to give him like a percentage of his estate, then I think Cleo just giving him a few things as opposed to like more is kind of tough. But at the same time, this is not the first time some drama has popped up since X passed away about the money, because I remember there was like producers that was like owed money and stuff like that. So this is just a additional thing that's happened. And it's like, if we talking 50 million, we talking all this money, especially all the money they made after he passed. Like, they dropping all this music, they dropping hell, bro. You know how many music videos they drop, bro? They drop hella music videos. I never understood why they made so many freaking music videos after this man already passed. Like, why are you making a music video if this man is not here? Like, I just never understood that. But yeah, they were just doing a bunch of stuff, merch drops, just a bunch of things that a lot of fans were looking at Cleo kind of funny, like, why are you milking X? But I definitely don't think it was just her. I'm pretty sure her label definitely played a big role in like all the stuff that was going on after the fact, but I also think she played a role as well. So that being said, they made a lot of money after he already passed, and before, when he was still here, he had a lot of money. So I just feel like there's a lot of money in X's estate to go around for the whole family type shit. But like, obviously, being that he has a whole kid that wasn't tied into these percentages, which I don't know how legit these are, but 50% goes to his mom, 25% to his brother, and then there was supposedly another 25% to Corey. Like, this is a lot of money. Like, I feel like it would have been easily, like, everybody would have easily been happy type junk. I feel like it shouldn't be no lawsuit and all this drama when everybody could really be good. But it really just all depends on if Corey's statements are true or not, which we'll just have to wait and see. But obviously, X wanted his money to go to his mom. Obviously, he wanted his money to go to his kid. So I mean, I think Cleo's statements definitely make sense. But if Corey was entitled to funds, I think he should get that as well. I think everybody should eat. That's really my whole opinion on it. But Corey should only eat if he's actually like entitled to, or actually, if you really think about it, like his mom or Corey didn't put in any work that X did to make this money. So I mean, I just feel like obviously the money's there for his family, so I feel like everybody should eat, really. So that's really my whole opinion. You guys let me know your opinions down below about this whole X situation, all this drama that's been going on with his estate. It got really complicated trying to explain it, but really that's my whole opinion. I think everybody should eat if Corey actually deserves it. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the video. If you guys did agree with anything I said, leave a like, especially if you made it this far. Leave a like and definitely subscribe, join the PNG gang. Go also hit that bell after you subscribe to be notified for all the latest videos. I'm out.